Hi everybody, welcome to Walker's Guide and welcome to another beautiful sunny afternoon in Suffolk. We've jumped over the border, we've gone north. I've been to a few places today and out looking for a video. The morning was about me having some me time, but we've gone out and we're looking for a video, and we're at a lovely little nature reserve near Sudbury, Great Conard. I'll put the link. It was opened by David Bellamy when they opened it. That gives you some idea. If you're into your nature, you'll probably remember, and you're a millennial, you'll probably remember David Bellamy. If you like Ribena, he did the adverts for that. But the tree we're looking at, and it is a tree today, is one that's a bit weird when it regards to its name. Now, this is a native, and it's a member of the prune family, or the prunus, which is plums. So prunus, and its identifier at this time of year, the really key one, is its fruit. So yes, it's a cherry, but we have two native cherries. We have the wild cherry and bird cherry, and this is the wild cherry. The bark is a little bit lighter on the wild cherry than the bird cherry. So this is wild cherry. When its flowers are out, they're sort of in little individual groups, whereas the bird cherry, they have long, big groups. They're both native. The bird cherry, which start green and then they turn red and then they turn almost black, are small and they're really tasty for birds, but too astringent for humans. This is the wild cherry, and so they go deep red, the berries, when they're ready and ripe, and actually they're not too astringent. We can eat these, but they're better being used for cooking. They're a bigger tree as well. They grow much larger. So this is Prunus avum, the wild cherry. Now that name is a bit confusing. Prunus avum, plum, prune, cherry in this case, avum. 1 minute. Aves is the class for birds. So this is the cherry of the birds. The wild cherry is cherry of the birds. However, bird cherry is Prunus padu or padus, which comes from Greek. So Prunus avum, or is the wild cherry. A beautiful tree. The bark, which we can get a little bit closer to, hopefully without getting legs stung to pieces, because we've got stinging nettles all over the place here. The bark is a sort of a light brown with quite clear lenticels. Lenticels are those horizontal lines across it, and they're actually a sort of way for gases and air to get in through the bark. They're also a point that quite often you'll see damage, because it's softer areas that insects can get into. Cherries do not live long lives. You know, 100 years or so for a cherry would be an amazingly long life. For an oak, it's barely started. But that's all for tonight. That is the wild cherry, Prunus avum. And it's only a short one tonight because, well, I've had a lovely day and I'm tired and I want to go and have my dinner. But that's Prunus avum, and this is a beautiful nature reserve or country park up near Sudbury in Suffolk. Well worth a little visit if you're ever up this way. But that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow for day 22 of the Walker's Guide, and we have hopefully a really exciting one coming up on the 29th day, only because it's the only day I can get to the place that this thing is at, but I'll leave that one till we get there. That was a pheasant, and I'll see you later on the Walker's Guide. Bye.